Welcome back everyone to the second episode of the Adventurers Guild. My name's Red, and in the last episode we had quelled some Quillboar and saved our small tiny little village over here, and now we've been set off to come and speak to Diyami Windsaw, and he's gonna tell us where to go next. Alright, so let's get into it. We are going for the LoreMaster achievement. Now I do not have this achievement on this account, so it's going to be a long undertaking. For those of you who are not sure what the LoreMaster is, I will actually leave a description of it in the video, as well as my first video as well, so you understand exactly how big this achievement is. We're also going to be playing through quite a bit of content. The idea is to try and show new players, and maybe even some old players who have never seen some of these zones, like myself, that there's a lot of interesting places to go and see. So let's get back into it. So the rites of the Earth Mother. So we've come up here, he's going to tell us where to go next. Diyami, where are we going? If you are prepared to leave Camp Narache behind, I will call the spirits to guide you onwards. Okay. Look, Torgral, the rolling plains of Mulgore stretch below you, our home, the cradle of the Earth Mother. Here, she provides us all we could ever need, a peaceful and verdant land. This is what you will fight to protect. Yeah, I protect this place. This place is awesome. Your journey will take you far beyond her sheltering arms to the farthest and cruelest regions of this world and beyond. Okay, yeah, I'm still here. Below us is Bloodhoof village. That's not a very nice name, but anyway. The first step on your true path begins now. Drink deep from the water of vision and let the spirits guide you onwards. Is this going to be like a trip and a half? Okay, well, alright, let's do it. So again, here's that quest marker, so I'm just going to click on it. Oh! Okay, yep, I'm tripping. I'm now tripping and flying and tripping. But actually, we might be actually able to get a nicer view again. So this village up the top here is Thunderbluff. Thunderbluff is actually one of the main cities for the Horde side of the game. It is the capital city for the Tauren. Ooh, not much to see around here. It's just lots of grassland, and just to show you how small the starting area is where we were, you know, we're now in a bigger zone. So one thing this game, I feel, for a new player, the hardest thing for people, I think, to get into this game is the fact that I think it's two things. One, it's getting from level 1 to 120. Would I recommend getting to 120 from level 1? Yes. I don't recommend actually buying a level boost. Not that I'll show you now, but when you have a look at my account, it's actually got 2 level boosts on it on the top right hand corner. And I'm so glad I didn't use my level boosts. Even though I've played this game for a few years, I'm so glad that I can just simply play through it and just experience the game. There's a lot of really good quests, like stories in from what I've played in the classic version of the game or the vanilla version of the game. Some of the quests are a bit meh, but it's still a really good experience. So this green, I'll give you a bit more of a tutorial. This green exclamation point is the Flight Master. So if you click on them, he'll add a new location. And if I click on him again, once my map, yep, there we go. It actually shows you where else I can fly. So I could actually fly to all of these zones, providing I speak to the Flight Master, and it just costs me normally a little bit of money. Now, to go from Bloodhoof to Thunderbluff, it's not going to cost me anything, so I can actually just fly out there. And as you can see, like, it actually highlights a bit of the zone for you, so you get a bit of an idea as to how the zone looks. All right, this here is actually a pet battle trainer. Okay, but that's more for another day. We're not going to really discuss that too much. If you're a free-to-play character, you don't really have the option to do pet battles, I don't believe. I think you do need at least a $15 a month account to access that. But pet battles are basically like Pokemon for World of Warcraft. Okay. Alright, so let's talk to this person. So, what have you got? Current quest, the Rite of the Winds. Welcome to Bloodhoof Village. Hero! He called me a hero. There you go. Already, I am the hero, savior of Camp Narache. I am glad the spirits have guided you safely here. Thank you. Give me experience points. Alright. Bane Bloodhoof, our High Chieftain, once stood on this very spot and watched over this village. Name for his tribe. Oh, well, that explains Bloodhoof. It's after the old leader. Or the High Chieftain. I actually didn't know that. Alright, so this is the point where all the WoW fans that have played for as long as I have, or just as long as I have, start shaming me in the comments. Okay, sharing the land. Torgrel. There are many conflicts that wound this land. It is my hope that you will not bear witness to as many of them as the elders have. Yet there is one that I would ask you to seek. If it will give you some sense of how terrible, if left unchecked, even a small threat can be to the land. Pale Mane Gnolls have settled to the south of Bloodhoof and in a cave to the west. They disrespect our attempts to communicate with them, and they slay the wildlife of Mulgore unbridled. Words are no longer the answer. So I need to slay 15 of them. Okay, I can do that, and I get the Thunderhorn Cloak. Cool. And Morin Cloudstalker. You may have heard of the Venture Company. Yes, I have, but many of us haven't. They are a goblin cartel, something like a tribe. While one of these cartels has joined us in the Horde, the Venture Company is loyal only to greed. These greedy goblins and their workers have tried to exploit the resources of Mulgore before, to little success. One of our outrunners, Morin Cloudstalker, has gone to check the remains of one of the goblin caravans. If you wish to help him, follow the road out of the village to the east. Alright, cool. So, we've got a few quests to do, and we're going to pick them all up. I was thinking about how I would do this, because I want to try and keep the story shared, and we go from there. But, let's pick up as many as we can. So, poison water. Our sacred wells have been tainted, and I need your help to fix this. To cleanse each well, I must create a cleansing totem. Then you must bring the totem to the well and perform a cleansing ritual. First, we will create a cleansing totem for the Winterhoof water well. To do this, the land must offer its aid. Hunt prairie wolves for their paws and adult plainstriders for their talons. They are to the southwest. Return to me with the paws and talons, Torgrel. See, this is why I like the Tauren, because they're so in touch with the land, and it's kind of nice. It's kind of cool just to see that they're a little bit more of a peaceful tribe. Okay, swoop hunting. The swoop is a cunning bird and difficult to find and hunt. A collection of swoop quills is a badge of cleverness and determination for a hunter. I'm not a hunter, I'm a shaman. If you are willing to take up this task, then enter the plains and hunt the swoop. Bring me their quills and bring honor to your clan. The swoops may be found anywhere in Mulgore, but your eyes must be sharp to spot them and your hooves must be quick to catch them. And I need to bring 8 quills to you. Okay. Is there any more quests? Got any more? This guy up here usually has some. Yep. Let's go get some quests. So, as you're playing the game, you do want to pick up as many quests as you can, especially while you're leveling, because obviously, you get more experience, and experience gives you more levels, so that's always good. Alright, thank you for taking the time to talk. Let me try that again. Thank you for taking the time to speak to me, Torgrel. I am Rule, warrior and teacher. You have obviously reached an age when you must prepare for your trials if you are to adventure much further out of Mulgore. If you wish to test your strength, start by seeking out the Wind Fury Harpies to the southeast. They nestle along the mountain's edge along the road. They are one of our natural enemies here in Mulgore and will be a good gauge of your skill. Okay. Alright, let's start with those then. So, what we've got to do, we've got to take out these gnolls, because the gnolls are just killing people, they are killing the wildlife in the area. So let's start with that. I'm not going to point out the fact that we have to kill wolves to get wolves and plain striders to get their paws. I suppose it's for a good thing because we are going to cleanse a well with it. And I said we're going to kill gnolls, and I'm killing wolves. We'll kill some wolves and some plain striders to get to the gnolls. I currently have a 2-button rotation, which is suiting me just fine at the moment. So for those of you who are not in the know, a rotation is basically the skills you do in order. So you will have to learn your rotation to be optimal when you're playing at later game, but right now you don't need to worry about it too much. I think a lot of the things that turns people off playing this game is the fact that they know that there's a lot of abilities that they need to seemingly learn, which is not really the case. Most rotations, from what I understand of it, most rotations have anywhere between, let's say, 3 to 5, maybe 6 buttons to press at any one time, and then everything else is optional or situational. So if I have a look at, for those who are a little bit more in the know, if I have a look at like late game, there's some abilities that I may learn that allow me to buff my attacks for a little bit of time, or make me cast spells a little bit faster. Oh, that's level 7, we're doing well. So, you know, and those are situational. They should be used on bosses and all that sort of stuff. But as for now, like, you just move through. If I had to say what I would do now as a rotation, for those of you who want a little bit more clarification, I would cast Lightning Bolt because it allows me to get one hit off, and as soon as I'm almost about to cast it, I hit Flame Shock. Flame Shock does additional damage and puts the fire on over time spell on. So if you have a look, I come from here, as soon as it's about to cast, hit Flame Shock, boom, and I cast both. And that puts the Flame Shock debuff on, which does damage. It just allows me to do a little bit more damage faster. And for those of you, again, who have not played this game, please don't click these. Use the numbers, use the keys on your keyboard. Makes things a lot easier. Occasionally, like, I've found that I will click a button if I can't get there quick enough, but just don't. it's not ideal, and it's slow. So get out of that habit if you're starting it already. So this is why, like, taking the time to set up your keybinds will really make things a lot easier. So like for me, if I want to now heal, all I got to do is hit Q, and I start healing, and that's, you know, it saves a lot of time. Oh, we need to kill those swoops, so we'll get this one while we're here. Yeah. Oh, sweet, another bag. I'm gonna put that one there. I like my bags to look nice. He straight up missed me then. Did anyone else say that? It's like, I'm standing still, man. Come on. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of lag at the moment. That's one thing I've noticed with this game recently is like, it does lag quite a bit. I think it might be like, oh, careful. It might just be the fact that there's just so much game, and I think it needs to be optimized a little bit more. Hopefully they can fix that with the Shadowlands expansion and just stop some of this world lag. Because, like, one thing that Blizzard especially was known for back a couple of years ago is, like, you got a really lagless, flawless experience. I remember back when I used to play this game earlier on in my WoW career, you could play the game, like, I have one brother, and when we used to live at home, one of us could play this game completely unhindered with capped internet for the month. So in Australia, where I'm from, once you go over, well, back when you used to go over your limit, you used to still be able to use the internet, but it would be slowed down, like, significantly. I don't know what it's like in other countries, so I'm not really gonna, not gonna pretend to know, but that's just how it was for us. But you could actually still play, one of us could actually still play WoW, like, normally, with very minimal difference, with capped internet, which was perfect. It used to drive my parents crazy, but you know, it is what it is, and like we could actually play our game and just enjoy it for what it was. One of us would sit down usually and watch, and the other one play, and then we might swap over. It was good. But I hope they fix this world lag soon. But it's still not a reason not to play the game. The game is very fun. For those of you who have never played it before, this game is really good. While you're learning, you should probably just focus and just play the game and just get through it as best as you can without sort of any distraction. But like once you get into the zone and you know the keybinds a little bit and all that sort of stuff, this game is great to have with like a podcast, a YouTube video like this one. So, you know, if you're interested, please subscribe to this channel to keep up to date with all these things. It is going to cover all the stuff of the game, but this game is very good to have with something else on in the background. It's just nice to just chill out and just read some quests, do some quests, and, you know, just enjoy. Alright, so those gnolls are almost done. We've got 4 left to kill. But yes, please subscribe to this channel if you are interested in this sort of content. I had a look around and I haven't found anyone on YouTube doing this LoreMaster achievement. I've seen people post videos of them popping the achievement or getting the achievement, but never doing the entire run. So I am going to do it. Like, I'm going to try and be the first one to do it. And it's going to take a lot of time because there's a lot to do and there's a lot to see. But I will also, once I get through the LoreMaster, I'll probably go back through the dungeons and show you the dungeons and all that sort of stuff. I might even show you some of the dungeons like earlier on. We'll just sort of see how we go. Because as I said in my first video, once I hit level 60, I am going to stop gaining experience. I'm going to pay 10 gold to stop gaining experience so I can keep going through the zones at the appropriate level. I really want to experience them at endgame. Alright, so that's 15 gnolls. And some of you might sit there and go, well, what's the point in doing that? It's like, it's just a different way to play it. A lot of people, I think, focus on trying to get to level 120 so fast, or the endgame so fast, that they don't give themselves a chance to truly enjoy the game. And that can be a killer there on itself. Sweet. So like when you play, for me, well, like when I play World of Warcraft, it's to chill out. I've played the game, like I've not really played the game hardcore at all. I've barely done any raiding or anything like that. I'm probably what you call a incredibly casual player of the game, but like I will try and get into raids and all that sort of stuff as well, like maybe with this character and just sort of see how we go. But like, for me, it's always been about like the adventure, like going and seeing different places and seeing what I can find and all that sort of stuff. Like getting some gear and getting the best stuff I can, yeah, sure. But I wanted to just play it and enjoy it and just see what I can find. And back in the day, especially like play with my friends and group up and wreck some of the other players on the enemy team. Like that was fun. That's what we played it for. Alright, so we've killed the gnolls, we've vanquished them, we've got to hunt a couple more swoops. We can probably go and get the harpies as well. I know where the harpies are. There's some more swoops. So good questing practice is to usually go and mop up every quest that you can, as long as you've got bag space. And then just do a mass hand-in, and that gets you a lot more experience in one go. Alright. 7, we need one more. Here, swoop. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So once I get to level 10, my abilities are going to change a little bit. Because I'll be able to switch into enhancement, which is what I wanted to play as. So if you have a look here, it says I'm a level 7 elemental shaman, which means basically I can use things like lightning bolt and flame shock, but I can't use my weapons as much. So if you notice, if you noticed, I haven't used my weapon at all, which is my mace and my shield, and that's because elemental focuses on ranged damage rather than up close and personal damage. So once we switch to enhancement, we still probably will, I think we still have access to, we definitely have access to lightning bolt, and we still would have access to flame shock, but we also have some melee abilities as well. I actually don't know if I can bring them up if I come here. General, profession, no, we can't bring them up, but you'll see once we hit level 10. Like, you'll see. Alright, let's kill these harpies. Yeah. Dead. Actually, one thing I might do as well is I've got to pick up a profession, so we'll do that as well. But we'll kill some harpies first. Perfect. So, if you noticed before, I said, you know, you'd want to cast Lightning Bolt and then cast Flame Shock as soon as Lightning Bolt's about to cast. In this circumstance here, because the Harpy charges at me, what I might want to do is get 3 Lightning Bolts off first, and then I can do a double hit right before they start attacking me. So, you know, it is just trying to make it so you don't get hit as much as possible. If they obviously get too close, then I'm going to cast Flame Shock a little bit sooner, so I can get the damage off a little bit quicker, and then just go from there. I don't know, it's just the way I like to play. Like, I just like to think about how I can efficiently kill things without having to stress too much. Especially late game, that's important. Oh, we've almost leveled up too, which is nice. Is that a rare swoop? No, it's a normal swoop. I was going to say it looks a bit different. So a rare creature on their nameplate will have like I don't know how to describe it. It's like an extra icon added to it. I can't remember what it looks like. I think it's like a skull or something that goes around. I'll show you if I find one. They're usually uniquely named and all that sort of stuff, but I'll show you that when we get there. Oh no, we're getting attacked! So we're gonna switch up. And look, I can actually use my heal spell now. There we go. Alright, so the only thing we've got to do now is find Morin Cloudstalker, but I think we're going to wait for that. We'll do his in a little bit later, so we'll go back to Bloodhoof Village now and hand in. One thing I like about this game too is the world clock. So if you have a look here, the realm time is 12:02 PM and the local time is 12:02 PM. So if I come back at like 8 o'clock at night, it will actually be nighttime in this area in Mulgore. It's cool. It's just a nice little touch. Oh look, he's here. You know what? Let's do him now. So let's talk to Morin then. Well met. If Armo has already explained the minor quibbles of what kind of goblin will be driving from our lands, let's get to work. Yes, he has. Let's do it. A few days ago, we found a Venture Co caravan traveling underguard on the northern shore of Stonebull Lake. We'd lost 2 of our number in an earlier battle, so we were quick to attack and lay waste to the caravan. We left their supply crates thinking that our torches would destroy everything of value, but given that Venture Co's salvages have been spotted near the burning wagons, maybe we were wrong. Perhaps you could go to the caravan and examine the contents of the crates. Okay, let's do that then. So I know where these quests are, but you're going to head up this way. So with these videos, I will just talk more about the videos for a sec. I'm thinking to aim for anywhere between, let's say, half an hour to an hour's long each. That way you can just sort of see a little bit or like at a time. But I will try and focus the video on a specific zone only. So you know, if I get out of Mulgore, for example, where we are now, in like 20 minutes for the next video, for example, then obviously I'm going to cut that video short to 20 minutes and then put up another video of the next area. That way, like if you go back in, or if you want to see a specific zone, the videos will be specifically of that zone. Okay, so that way you don't have to go, oh, he was in like 3 different zones in this video and I just want to see this zone. Okay, so it's going to allow you to just see the zones that you want to see. And the quests, like you can actually do this as like a let's play to see the storylines of the quests. Alright, so there's our goblin friends, the ones who are lingering where they shouldn't, and we will probably hit level 8 after this. Yep, sweet. Alright, what's this? The Earthbind Totem. Summons a totem with 5 health at the target location for 20 seconds and slows movement speed. That will be useful. Oh, okay. That didn't work. He just targeted it. Whoops. But he is slowed at least. To be honest, I don't even think I really needed it at this point. Be nice if I was enhancement, because that means I would just obviously be able to slow them down and stop them from running. Okay, so I got a new belt. That belt is not very good. And nothing really else. Primal robe, but I did get this. So this is cloth. Now, as a shaman, shamans wear mail. Alright, so this will probably reduce my armor. But it all, if you have a look, it increases my intellect, stamina, critical strike, and versatility. If you want information on those stats, they will be here. So intellect increases the magnitude of your spells. Stamina increases your health by 270. Okay. Armor reduces the physical damage done by 21.3% against an evenly matched enemy. So which means an enemy of the same level. And then if you have a look at my enhancements, you got critical strike and block. Okay, now this here, intellect and stamina, for the time being, is great while I'm playing elemental. The moment I switch to enhancement, I go from being an intellect to an agility based hero. If memory serves correctly, which it does. So this would only be good for stamina, which increases my health. But because it's a green and increases my stats so much and reduces my armor by just a little bit, I'm actually going to put it on. So if you have a look here, it says plus 4 stamina. It doesn't mean 4 health. I believe a stamina point is worth 10 or 15 points. So this should put up my stamina by anywhere between 40 and 60 health. So let's have a look. I've got 270 here. We're going to equip this. So when it binds to me, it means I can't trade it to somebody. Oh, it's actually less than I thought. Okay, so let's put it up. So from 270 to 306. That's not bad. Alright. Plus, I get a... Oh, that's an interesting looking piece of gear. But, that's alright. More damage. The other thing is too, just another thing. Sorry to have to come back, but if you have a look here, it says, for my lightning bolt down, it's down here. It says, hurls a bolt of lightning at the target dealing 22 nature damage. If I equip this... it does 24 damage. So it actually will show you how much more damage you do based on that. Which is I think is a nice little touch. So it means there's no guesswork involved. Actually, can I equip that dagger? I can equip that dagger. Which will be useful for when I go to enhancement. Because enhancement focuses on like either 1 or 2 weapons. So I'm going to equip that dagger for now. I just won't sell the other one. My mace. Is it the ornamental mace? No, it's the worn mace. All sides of the crate are stamped with the sign of the Venture Co. Mining Division. Notes printed carefully on the side of the carton indicate the contents are due for processing at one of their central plants. Alright, that's not good. So they're still working. Okay, let's kill this dude and read this at the same time. Prying open the lid reveals a tightly packed assortment of ore and minerals. More evidence of the Venture Co.'s mining operation in Mulgore. On the top of the ore and minerals, you remove a tightly bound sheaf of papers. Up in the foothills to the east, you can barely hear the sounds of work and see smoke rising from a large fire. Well, that's not good. I can't see the fire, but I can see the hole. Alright, so let's go. I believe I need to go back and talk to... Yep, I have to go back and talk to Morin, so let's go and do that. Oh no, under attack! Twice under attack. Oh, I was hoping to run past them, but that's alright. So if I wanted to switch targets, again, a little bit of a beginner's tip, I just press tab. Or I can mouse on them and click them. Let's heal up. And the best thing is you don't have to loot both of these corpses, you only have to loot one. So loot is like an area of effect, which is nice. When we hand all these quests in, we will probably hit... We're getting 2100, 2700. Yeah, we may get close to hitting level 10, which is good. Alright. Hail, tall grow. Have you learned anything new about the Venture Co's plans and operations in our homeland? If they plan to exploit our lands as they have others, the Outrunners will be quick to put an end to it. Yes, have a look at these papers. It does indeed appear that the Venture Co is attempting to rob us of natural resources. It is good to know this is true, and now it seems we must do something about it. Yes, we should. I will help you. This explains the build-up. This explains the build-up. This explains the build-up of Venture Co employees and equipment we've seen in Mulgore. Those goblins will, their company is expanding too quickly for their own good. It is how they say, show a goblin something and they will hear the scales in the background. Wow. Greedy little things they are. Unfortunately, for their business enterprise, we Tauren cannot allow them to conduct their operations in our lands. Go to their mine northeast of the Ravaged Caravan and send them a message. I can do that. Supervisor Frizz Procket. According to the documents you salvaged from the caravan, the Venture Co created many plans to attempt to drive us from our lands here, so that they could have free reign to plunder our lands. The depths that they would sink to accomplish their goals disgusts and appalls me. I want the mastermind behind their plans killed. His name is Supervisor Frizz Procket. You will find him at the Venture Co mine, east of the Ravaged Caravan. Bring me his clipboard. Why not just bring him his head or something? You want me to bring his clip? Okay, I'll bring you his clipboard. We shall see if we find out anything useful. Can I bring you his clipboard and his head? Is that possible? Alright, so up to the mines! Let's kill and gain some experience. There you go. I used my weapon. Perfectly worth it. Justified. Yeah, I think it's obvious for all the old players. For new players, there is actually equipment that I could wear to make this leveling experience even faster, but I'm choosing not to use it. For veteran players, the reason why I'm choosing not to use it is because a new player doesn't have access to heirlooms, is what they're called. So I don't want them to feel like they're missing out on something for something they actually can't get straight away. Alright, I have 2 spaces left in my bags. This is not good. I should be alright. actually, I'm pretty sure up here I'll find my first rare or elite character, so we'll go and have a look. Gold. Is he here? Is he spawned? I know he's normally around here somewhere. Alright, let's kill this guy. I'm pretty sure there's one up there. If someone hasn't taken the kill, that is. Another thing that we can discuss is also, I really like how the enemies scale with you in this game. So as you level up, they're always around your level, so it does make leveling up in old zones, like if let's say for example you've never been in a certain zone before, I can actually play my way through the zone in its entirety, whereas beforehand I would do like maybe like 2 or 3 quests in the zone, or hit a dungeon or 2 and just have out-leveled the zone like completely. So it made completing zones a lot hard, like a lot, not harder, just a lot more pointless or worthless, because you would out-level them so quickly. Oh, I can't like 1-2 punch them and kill them. Okay, so the elite's not up, he's normally here. I was actually hoping he would be up, because I'm pretty sure he can give a bag if you kill him. And that means I wouldn't have to worry about my lack of bag space. Let's see if he spawns when I go. I'm going to kill Supervisor Fritz Procket first, who is right here. How much damage does that do? 12, that's why. Alright, that's level 9. Let's kill him. Oh, I'm burning! So normally you shouldn't stand in the fire, but I knew I would survive, so it's alright. So heal. Yep, no, he did not spawn again. That's a shame. I'll kill this last worker and then I'll see if he spawns again. Because if he does, I'd like to show you the little ring that he has on the top. Plus he grants a shitload of experience, which would be nice. Did you come back? No? Alright. Unfortunately we won't be able to show you. That's alright, we're not going to hang around and kill him. So that was a quick quest. That's one thing I do like about like current WoW, is like questing. It doesn't take long to do some quests. Like if you look at like classic in comparison, like classic WoW can take a long time to do quests. I'm just trying to get some extra experience at the moment. So if you're a new player, like leave it, and you like what you're seeing at the moment. It is going to be a long play series. I know I've said that a few times now, but if you are a new player and you're experiencing this game for the first time, first of all, I'm kind of a bit jealous, like, because I remember the first time I logged into WoW. On my own account, and was just like kind of like, oh man. Or even actually it was actually on my brother's account where I first really got into WoW. I had played it at a friend's place, and I played Alliance, and I only got to like level I think 3 or 4 as a human warrior, and I was like, oh yeah, this is kind of fun, and never really thought anything more because I never had a PC that could play it. And then my brother got his, and I was like, oh, do you mind if I give this a go when you're at work or something? He's like, yeah. He gave me his details, and like the first time I logged in, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And I immediately tried to build a computer myself to be able to play the game. And there's nothing quite like playing this game for the first time. So if you're a new player, please leave a comment down below if you need any advice. I'm more than happy to assist you in any way possible. But let me know what you think of the game so far. Are you enjoying it? Is there something that you really like? Is there something that you really dislike? Is there something that you really just don't understand? Again, post it down below and I'll help you out. I'm more than happy to. I'm playing on the Bathless server, which is in the Oceanic region. So if you want to join me, you're more than welcome to. Just leave me a comment down below and I'll get in contact with you, and I can hook you up and get you set up, and we'll go from there. That dude is rolling around. So that is a very well dished out account. So, you know, he's got a level 1 mount where he can just roll around and not have to run anywhere. You will not have that as a new character at all, so be prepared to do a lot of running. Alright, so let's get back into the quests. The Venture Co. I don't think there could be too much misinterpreting or ignoring of that signal. The Venture Co. will know not to take the Tauren lightly, or to be so arrogant as to believe we would allow them to steal our natural resources around us without protest. Yeah, that's right. We kick their asses. I seize with anger at the thought of the atrocities the Venture Co. is willing to perpetrate against us in the name of profit. Sorry, I sort of lost the ability to speak English again for that brief moment. My anger is somewhat lessened at the news of the villain Fritz Procket is dead. I will go through his personal effects and see if there is any additional information about what the Venture Co. has planned for the future. Thank you so much for your efforts, Torgrel. And I can now choose. I can have a weapon or some booties. I'm going to pick the booties. Alright, so now I should just have to go and hand in the rest of these quests. And I'm going to put the boots on. Now, Tauren don't wear boots, so you're just going to see some nice little ankle socks go on. There we go. My ankles are now nice and toasty. So I've got a bit of stuff to sell, which is good, so I can make some money. There is one thing you will have abundance of as you level up, and that is coin. I noticed, because I've been playing on this server fresh, I've been leveling up my mage, and because I've got no money on this server, I actually found that I hit level 60 doing dungeons and quests so quickly that I barely had enough gold for my flying mount. So that was interesting. And then where I am questing at the moment, I actually don't have enough money to buy the next level of training to fly faster, which is, yeah, also interesting. So those who say like gold is pointless in World of Warcraft, it is if you're playing on an account that's been active for quite some time. But for a new character, a new player, gold is still, you won't have enough of it to buy everything that you need, not right away. So just keep that in mind. But we'll get to that when we get to that, and I'll show you what you can do and all that sort of stuff. So let's hand some quests in. So Mull here wanted us to collect the Prairie Wolf Paws and the Plain Strider Talons, and that was for excuse me, and that was for cleansing the well. Sorry about that. Just had a quick drink. That was for cleansing the well. So we've collected those, and now he's going to make us a totem. Well done, Torgrel. I will take these and bind their power into a totem of cleansing. Thank you. Oh, there we go. There we have it. We are now level 10. Perfect. So from here, we now have specializations unlocked and battlegrounds. Battlegrounds is PvP, and we got a new ability, Earthshock. Now, from here, I can pick a class specialization or a spec. That's going to allow me to switch into enhancement. So I'm going to do that in just a sec. So from here, I have crafted the totem to cleanse the Winterhoof water well. Now you must take it to the well and perform a cleansing ritual. The well is to the southeast, but be warned, whoever did this may still be there laying in wait. This may prove very dangerous, Torgrel, but be careful, but do not let the defilers of our well escape. Understood. Alright. Let's hand the rest of these quests in, and then we'll call it for this episode. Next episode, we'll go and cleanse the well. Torgrel, it is good you've taken the task seriously. Respect of the land and its creatures is important. Death and life are a circle, a necessity. One cannot exist without the other. Take time to ponder this and do well never to forget it. Thank you. Oh, we got a new quest. We're going to pick that up in the next episode, so we'll come and collect it in the next episode. There we go. Got our cloak on. Have you found the swoops, Torgrel? Do you have their quills? Yes, I do. I know that gathering these quills was not an easy task. You should have seen it. It was very easy. In doing this, you prove that you are a shaman of merit. It is good to have you at Bloodhoof Village. Thank you. So, I'm level 10, and I haven't pointed this out yet, but my experience bar is this purple bar down here if you haven't noticed. We are almost level 11. So we're about to hit level 11. That was really quick. We've been at this level for 2 minutes. The Wind Furies are deadly foes. Their strength in battle is only rivaled by their desire for fresh meat. So that was for the Harpies. We've killed them. You have done well, Torgrel. You seem to have prepared to travel onward. Let the wind always be at your back. Thank you. And now I'm level 11. That was quick. Alright, so we're going to switch spec before we start the next, or before we end this video. So from here, actually there's one more thing I'll show you as well. I can show you where to empty your bags. But anyway, so we're going to go into specializations by pressing the N key. And as you can see here, elemental, the primary stat is intellect. A spellcaster who harnesses the destructive forces of nature and the elements. Preferred weapon, mace, dagger, and shield. Okay, so mace or a dagger and a shield in the offhand. Enhancement, which is what I'm going to be switching to, is a totemic warrior who strikes foes with weapons imbued with elemental power. Preferred weapons, dual axes, maces, and fist weapons. So notice how it doesn't say anything about a shield, and the primary stat goes from intelligence to agility. And finally, restoration, which is a healing spec. Primary stat is intelligence or intellect. A healer who calls upon ancestral spirits and the cleansing power of water to mend allies' wounds. Preferred weapon, mace or a dagger, and a shield. So if you're playing a magic user or a ranged magic user, you're probably going to use a weapon in one hand and a shield in the other hand. But because we're going enhancement, we're going to be using dual wielding weapons. Alright, so you notice here too, we've got this. These are abilities that I'll learn at certain levels, and one of them there is Rockbiter. So if you have a look down here, all of my abilities are about to change. Let's hit activate. Alright, so from here, all of my abilities now are gone. If I press P, which brings up the spellbook, I can now have a look at everything. This is just general stuff, so like auto attack, it's all fairly self-explanatory. Okay, there are some more which are level-based specifics like mount training and all that sort of stuff. We go into enhancement. Now we still have healing surge. We're going to put that on the Q key like we had before. Excuse me. We still have here, so we have a one-handed melee weapon, which we do not have on the action bar. So these ones highlighted here are things that are not on the action bar. So what I'm going to do with healing surge, I'm actually going to put that on my E key. And my lightning bolt, I'm going to put on my Q key. Rockbiter, Lava Lash. So requires one-handed melee weapon. Charges your offhand weapon with lava and burns your target, dealing 17 fire damage. So I actually need to get rid of the shield in order to use that weapon, because otherwise it's not going to work. So if I go here and bring up my... So that's a main hand. That's one-handed. So if I put this here, I actually can't put this mace in this hand, in my offhand, because it says under item level 1, main hand. But this one here just says one hand. So if I put that in there, I can actually put that there. So now I've got 2. Alright, and now I'll be able to use my lava lash, because it's in my, I've got an offhanded weapon. Or, like, I should be able to use it. Alright, so the last thing we're going to do is we're just going to... Oh, we've got some more quests to pick up. I hope... oh, they should be fairly straightforward. So, you want to pick up some quests... pick up some quests. You want to do some selling to empty your bags. My advice is really, unless you know you're going to be out for a while, you don't really need to empty your bags until they're basically full. If you think you may fill them up and you'll just happen to be here, just empty them. Like, just keep them as bare as possible. Alright, so from here, like, that's a quest item, so I won't be able to sell that. I can't use the bow, so that's automatically vendorable. Can't use the gun, that goes away. I can't use the sword, that goes away. Right, the shield, I'm not going to use, that goes. Now, when it comes to these items, like armors, and you're not sure if you've equipped it, just press shift again. As you can see, this is my lower leveled item, so I'm going to sell it. Leather, I don't wear, and it's worse than what I have. So from here, I can get rid of it. Now, these here, fractured canine, shed fur, cracked eggshells, like all these sort of items. See how they're grey in name? That basically means trash item. Okay, it means that it's not really going to do anything for you. It's just something that you've picked up off something, and therefore it is immediate currency. It's immediate, in this case, it's immediate copper, immediate silver, and so on and so forth. The other thing that you should know about money is that there's three main forms of basic currency. There's copper, silver, and gold, which we do not have yet. Alright, so if I go up here, you can see like Talinka has 1,014 gold and Elenaril has 799 gold. You need 99 copper to have 1 silver and 99 silver to have 1 gold. Alright, now that sounds like it's going to take a while. It's really not. So to give you an idea, we've been playing this character for about 90 odd minutes now, and we have 35 silver already. So we are getting there, and I haven't even sold this stuff in the bag yet. So let's sell it and see where we get up to. Sell. This is a crafting reagent. I don't really need it, so I'm going to sell it. Sell, sell. Strider meat, I can use that for cooking, so I might hang on to that for a little bit. Sell, that's cooking. Now, this meat, we never use it, so I'm going to get rid of it. Sell, 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 sell. And just get rid of as much as you can. So from here, I have got a little bit more space. Now, this here is for crafting, so I'm going to hang on to that. But if you have a look now, we now have 40 silver. So we are starting to make our way through and getting close to 1 gold. Okay. Alright. So with that, that's going to do it for today. I'm actually going to run over here. And I'm going to show you one last thing. I know I said this is going to be the last one, but I got one more. Because this is where I'm going to end it up. Alright, so from here, if you have a look, up in the top right hand corner here, you can obviously see my face. You can see these 3 Zs, or Zs. If I run out here, it goes back to my number. Alright, my level. So if I run into here, anywhere that gives me this symbol, the 3 Zs, the sleep or rested mark, means that when I log off, I will gain experience that will change and turn this bar blue. That's rested experience. Rested experience means double EXP, and it will give you a certain bar to indicate that you're getting rested EXP on your bar somewhere. So there'll be like a sliver here. And that means as soon as you pass that, it goes back to normal EXP. So it's not a bad way to get some extra experience if you feel like you're not going to be playing every day. Alright, with that, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please stick around for the next, not couple of 100 videos as we work our way towards the LoreMaster. And not only that, we get to experience, explore, and adventure through Azeroth, through every zone, and I hope that you'll stay around to do it with me. With that, please think about giving this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It is supposed to be just a very chilled sort of environment. Okay, I'm not really talking specifics in these videos. It's really just playing the game and just talking crap and having some fun. Subscribe if you want to see more, and remember that I will be making specific videos targeting only the zones. Okay, so if you want to see Mulgore, you'll log in and you can just have a look at the Mulgore videos. If you want to see another zone, it will just be in that area there, so you can just enjoy it like that. We're going to try and put it up as much as we can like that. Alright, so subscribe if that's what you want to see. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.